It started as just another game, the kind of matchup where fans expected big plays, highlight shots, and some tension down the stretch. But nobody could have predicted that one single pass would light up the entire internet, dominate social media feeds, and instantly become one of those moments that fans will be replaying for years to come. Caitlin Clark was already known for her elite scoring ability, her deep range, and her killer confidence, but this wasn't about a shot. This was about vision, instincts, and the kind of split-second decision-making that separates the greats from everybody else. The play developed quickly, almost like it wasn't even supposed to happen. The defense was pressuring hard, closing gaps, forcing the ball out of hands. Everyone in the arena could feel the tension. Then, in an instant, Caitlin Clark spotted something nobody else did. With just a flick of her wrist, she threaded the ball through what looked like an impossible window, two defenders collapsing, a lane that didn't even seem to exist. The ball whipped across the court so fast the cameras almost struggled to keep up. And when her teammate finished the play, jaws dropped, both in the stands and online. That single pass wasn't just flashy, it was genius. It showed the basketball IQ that makes her one of the most electrifying players in the game right now. Social media exploded within minutes. Clips started circulating on Twitter, Instagram Reels, TikTok edits. Everyone had the same reaction: disbelief. Comments ranged from, "How did she even see that?" to, "This is why she's different." The angle of the pass, the timing, the confidence, it was the perfect storm of skill and flair, and it instantly went viral. To really understand why this one moment captured so much attention, you have to look at Caitlin Clark's style of play. She doesn't just play basketball, she puts on a show. She combines long-range shooting with sharp court vision, and it creates these situations where defenses don't know whether to step up on her jumper or guard the passing lanes. On this play, the defenders chose wrong, and she made them pay. That's what she does. She punishes mistakes, but she also punishes correct decisions, because she's already 2 steps ahead. Highlight plays usually come from dunks, buzzer beaters, or ankle-breaking crossovers, but this was different. This was about precision. This was about making the impossible look easy. And that's why people couldn't stop watching it. Even analysts were breaking it down on sports shows the next morning, frame by frame, explaining how rare it is to see that kind of awareness in real time. It wasn't just fans hyping it up, it was pros and coaches pointing to it as a textbook example of vision and anticipation. What makes this even bigger is how it fits into her story. Caitlin Clark has already been in the spotlight for her scoring explosions and her competitive fire, but these types of plays remind everyone that she's not just a shooter. She's a complete playmaker. And when you combine scoring ability with passing like that, you're talking about a player who can dominate every single possession, one way or another. That's why the internet went crazy. People weren't just reacting to a cool pass, they were reacting to the realization that she continues to add new layers to her game. The clip spread so far that even people who don't normally watch basketball were sharing it. That's when you know a moment has broken through. It wasn't just about sports fans anymore, it was about culture. Memes popped up, edits dropped with dramatic music, and hashtags started trending. All from one pass. Think about that, out of a full game with dozens of possessions, one play was enough to steal all the attention. That's star power. That's influence. And it says something about where the game is headed. Fans today want highlights that feel fresh, moments that look almost unreal. Caitlin Clark delivered that in a way that blended pure fundamentals with creativity. It wasn't a circus pass for the sake of being flashy, it was the smartest possible play. The fact that it also looked jaw-dropping was just the bonus. That's what separates highlight chasers from true stars. She's making the right play, and it just happens to be viral-worthy. Even days later, people are still talking about it. The pass is being compared to some of the greatest vision moments in basketball history. That's the kind of impact we're talking about. Not just a highlight for the night, but a clip that's going to live on YouTube compilations and social media reels for years. And the most exciting part? For Caitlin Clark, this feels like just the beginning. If she can make plays like this now, imagine what the future holds as she continues to evolve, gain experience, and take on bigger stages. The internet may have broken for a night, but the ripple effect is much bigger. Young players are watching, learning, and realizing that basketball isn't just about scoring points, it's about seeing the floor, making your teammates better, and doing things that nobody else dares to try. That's inspiration. That's leadership. And that's why this one pass mattered so much more than just 2 points on the scoreboard. So the next time she steps on the floor, every fan will be watching a little closer. Because if one pass can shift the whole conversation, who knows what she's going to do next? With Caitlin Clark, every possession feels like a chance for something unforgettable. And that's why, when that pass went viral, it wasn't just another highlight, it was a statement. A statement that she's here to change the way we look at the game, one unbelievable play at a time.